Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade. We're not your financial advisor. This is a strictly an education place. Aware of risk in the we will start. We have the auto trade. We started around 9:30, and we will try to monitor what's going on the ES in conjunction with any time frame you are using on an auto trade. Normally, what we do, we look at the 1 minute to see where we can maximize our profit. On the ES, you don't have to do anything, but it is. Um, Also, by looking at the chart, the technical chart, we can determine how we can maximize our profit if we want to. And we have also the CL. I want to show today something else called the reversal. And the reversal auto trade we never really showed on a YouTube. This is it's not a new, it's an old one, and this is a reversal auto trade. On the reversal auto trade, we show, as you see, we are showing a Renko bar. The Renko bar, we only use it for reversal. This is also very good if you are trading, let's say, the CL. You can see you can see where are the reversals. If you want to, you can do that. And also, as we want to combine that, because this one took a reversal long, and we are on a long reversal as well. And this is the reversal, trying to see if there's any opening position on a reversal. We will try to bring it down and show you the reversal auto trade. The 3 range ES on the precision auto trade, you're gonna be using a lot, after Thanksgiving, because the market does not really function. A spike for a few minutes and then stop, spikes for a few minutes and stop. So after Thanksgiving, we need to start using a lower time frame, seconds, 3 range. For ones are not really trained or an eye trained on the market condition, that will be better off on a smaller time frame. Not get very aggressive with the daily profit, just get whatever they can and get out. And we will you can see on the CL is on hold with the reversal. And on the reversal, there is so many sign telling you. Also, that will help you to exit, because it says reversal, reversal. This is a symmetry reversal. There is 4 signal here saying reversal. This is something else. This is something really for someone. No, there we go. It's closing. Beautiful trade. And look, now start reversing on the there is a lot of money in the reversal, but also you have to understand the rules in the reversal, otherwise it can get you. So it will take another trade. Also, this is an idea for a guy have a double account. Let's say can use a precision auto trade, trading with the trend, and also the precision can also reverse, and have the other account reverse the market, and then on a different account. That will really help a lot. And so I have activated the 30-year treasury bond on it. It's doing extremely well. And those are the trades for today. Now start going sideways, but it will catch it. And then if we look at those trades on the reversal, there are plenty nice trades. Beautiful, beautiful trades. Beautiful. Very nice. Break even, that's okay. And this one keep chasing the market until it gets it, you know. And then there we go. Losing trade, losing trade. And this is something also you can do on a micro account if you want to. So this is an idea for people. And as you see here, immediately you recover from a bad trade, and you can there we go. Now we broke even on that trade. We need all the knowledge we need right now, because we are coming on the after the Thanksgiving. The market is going to be, for the ones don't have knowledge with trading. I respect that. You wanna auto trade. We have plenty auto trades. We are leaders with auto trades. No one can compete with us. But auto trading and knowledge in conjunction is very good. You cannot just auto trade and close your eyes. And I'm sorry, there is a million people talking to me and distracted most of the time. On the reversal, This trade made almost 1,000 once it closed. And if you noticed, you have on the CL, you are using a higher time frame. You are using 13 range. This is a very high time frame. And then maybe there is a pullback, and you can probably take in some of the profits out. But when you are combining those two, there we go. Here's $1,000 trade, and when you are combining two auto trade with two different accounts, and you can have a sub account. Let's say if you have $10,000, you can have $5,000 on account called 007A, and the sub account 007B, or Mike B, or Mike A, or Tom A, Tom B. So you can have a sub account, and you can combine, let's say, trading with the trend in conjunction with the reversal. There is so many things you can do in the auto trading. Those the ones they have knowledge, not some amateur trading. He want to turn on the ES, and he want to make $10,000 a day, and he want to make 100% a day. That is not happening. But also, there is so many things you can do when you have more money than a normal guy with no knowledge, no money, no experience. The more money you have, the less losses you have. Why? Because when you have more money, you can hedge the future. Sometimes today, the CL is doing very well because the others, as we have covered before, there is a lot of volatility on the ES Nasdaq Dow Jones. The professional traders, they go ahead and refuge to the CL. Every time you see there is a problem with the ES, you go to the CL and you see it's trending. And the older guys know that. The amateur guys, they just start NinjaTrader, start Autotrade, start looking at PNL and aware what's going on in the market. And they don't know what's happening. They're just looking at PNL, and they don't understand why one time they can make money and another day they cannot. Because they don't have knowledge. They don't know what they're doing. They're just auto-trading. Just turn on the auto-trade. But when, let's say if the ES is trending today, you can turn the precision auto trade is very friendly use. And then what you do, you just turn it on, and then you go ahead against it with the other account. Or if you have good size of money with a little experience, what you can do, you can hedge the market. Hedging the market is a very healthy, because sometimes you have an ES, it's not moving today. You have a NASDAQ, it's not moving today. Maybe you're gonna have a YM, it's not moving today. When we are hedging ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones on the 3 different auto trades, or on one auto trade, we are hedging it with a reasonable amount of money. Then let's say if the ES is not moving today, you will make money on the NASDAQ, you make money on the YM. Your losses are much less than this guy has no knowledge. He's auto trading one chart and don't know if the market is trending or not, but he just looking at PNL, which there is plenty of them there. So the things is, when you are hedging the market, as you see, if you go back to the video, the NASDAQ was on a very much negative. As we see right now, the ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, they are in the money. Now let's take an example. The Nasdaq just start lining up here. Look at this. It's the same system, and there is -7 ticks. On the ES you have 30 ticks plus. On the YM you have 50 ticks plus. So as we see from that one here today, as an example, and that apply to any auto trade, it's nothing to do with your optimization. It's something to do with the market movement. If the market move, you make ticks. If the market, lot of volatility, you're not gonna make anything. So if we examine the ES Nasdaq Dow Jones here, it's the same system. It's a signal automated trade. As we see, the Nasdaq is eating banana, is not making any money. For the smart guy, whether you are trading a micro account or you are trading a mini, you are taking one contract. You have 16 ticks plus, you have 20 ticks plus, and it was 30 ticks plus, but at least you still can manage your losses much better than when you are on one horse and trying to bang on that horse all day long. So being educated, understand what's going on in the market when the market start changing direction, and then once we understand the things is, you don't need to look on all the market. Trust me guys, the ES is the best signal in the house. So if this ES, if you look at the ES, can indicate for you what's going on in the market, and if we notice the ES came in to the 45.66, this is a re-entry. We've been talking about it for a couple of years here on YouTube. This is a re-entry. If we analyze what's going on here, and now the Autotrade took another trade on that one here. This is a major support area, and this number here, 45.66, is a re-entry. This is a manual trade or an auto trade. It's very valid in this area here. And then this market is trending, okay? Now if we direct this auto trade to stay on the long trades, you know, and then if you, let's say your Nasdaq today, look at this Nasdaq. There is a lot of volatilities in this Nasdaq. If you look at this chart on the Nasdaq, always look at the 1 minute. Don't follow those losers with a Renko bar. Renko bar does not identify your trend. A Renko bar, we use the Renko bar for reversal. You don't trade Renko bar with a trend. You do not. You end up in a disaster. Because those guys are disaster traders, you will never see, never, again, never will find a guy trading Renko bar or any system out there selling systems based on Renko bar. They can claim any success, because it's a myth with a Renko bar. Looks good, looks accurate, but the Renko bar move. Renko bar are not real. So we know the Renko bars are not real, but we can use this Renko bar to reverse the market. As we see here, we are reversing the market with it, but we cannot identify the trend with it. We cannot. The only chart before you do anything in the morning, before you even touch the auto trade, before you even, you need to I know this is too much to ask for a guy just want to auto trade. I cannot put common sense in him. I know that. I tried for 15 years and I have failed to relate an amateur trader to look at 1 minute chart. I failed. Screaming, yelling, laughing, crying. I never had success. Put common sense for an amateur trader. Never. They always win. They always win over me, but they never win in the market because they always lose all their accounts. You know, they win over me. I give up. You know, I get bored when you talk to a guy a couple times, 3 times. What you want to do? Take a badge, beat him on his head? What you want to do with him? He's a grown man. So you just let him go. You know, you just say, okay, I give up on that. That's it. You know, you cannot just sit down and keep fighting all the time. So before you do anything on Ninja Trader in the morning, before you start trading, before you start auto trading, sadly we had a guy send in why we need to look at the chart 1 minute to auto trade, why your auto trade cannot just, you know, and then you try to explain that guy, it's not just my auto trade, guys. It's not. It's any auto trade out there. You have to understand what's going on in the market before you put your money on the table. Because you are a day trader, you have to use the 1 minute. The 1 minute on the ES give you very clean picture what's going on in the market and where there is a potential to start trading, and when the ES gets stuck, maybe you need to bill out. You skip, let's say you are a new trader. I'm saying it the way it is. This is not marketing video. It's an educational video. Accept it, or you can leave that channel alone. The first day you start looking at this technical chart, what you see is a bunch of rubbish, junks, lines, indicators, means nothing to you. I can accept that. Every day when you look at it for 5 minutes, you know, I can see there is a small delay on the YouTube, and the delay is not from us. Every day you look at it for 5 minutes, you don't need to pay me or pay anyone to be in the trading room. You don't need that. You look at it for 5 minutes every morning. Maybe the first day you are spaced out with it, or what you see rubbish and lines. I can accept that from you. Then the second day you just look at it. Just look at it. Don't do anything. Look at it. What I want you to do, look at the first bar and keep looking for the last 30 minutes. I'm not asking you to invade anything and to produce anything. If we look at this chart on the ES, we don't need to be brilliant trader. We don't have to have a high IQ to understand that ES is a certain which you're gonna be using that a lot after the Thanksgiving. Because if we look at this ES, you can see how the ES was on the support line for the last half an hour. I don't need a genius guy to see that on the chart. It's on 45.69 going back and forth. Then what happened, it goes one step lower, and now we are flirting with the 45.66.75. I don't need a genius for that to see the ES is holding on a support area, our fibs are very accurate. It's like when you're landing an aircraft, relying on your instruments at night, you don't see the runway. The instruments on those charts are extremely accurate, so you can land with accuracy. So what I'm saying is, if I wanted to trade, sometimes when you get up in the morning, if you don't see the way it is right now, you know, if we spend 5 minutes every single day before we start kicking butts in the market, we just, you know, go with it, you know, just look at it, 5 minutes. That's all what I'm asking you. It does not cost you any money. If you don't have the system, come on a YouTube, look at this 1 minute for me for 5 minutes. Don't listen to me, turn me off. Just look at the bars for me. Trying to predict what's going on in the market. Try to predict, based on the first bar here, what's going on in this market. A day in and a day out, you start to understand what's going on in the market, and that is going to give you high clearance for taking any auto trade and make it to work in your favor. Now we understand the ES has confirmed that support area here. And this is a major breakout at 45.71. If we look at this chart, I need to readjust it because it's too much to the corner. You can see the buyers over the sellers. Those are with a 6 different time frame. They are too small. I need to move them a little bit and make it clear. And then you have a signal, the everything. And now if we look at this ES as is, I don't want to sit down and drag you to price action, put you 10 years in a room. No. If we look a little bit, if we take our head back, and if we look at this chart, you can see there is a lot of support area at the bottom here. And it is very clear above the number 45.71. In the plain English here, if this ES start dropping, you don't know where it's going to project and which area is going to give you the support, and then it's going to turn back. So by taking the trade short on this ES, I don't want you to go on the fibs and draw lines and everything. I'm trying to simplify that for you. And maybe it's going to get rejected here, 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 and the final major support area is right there. So if we look at this ES, we can see the only way the ES is going to go up. If the ES is going to sink, it's going to be rejected and coming right back up. So when we are auto trading, if you're auto trade, taking a trade short, almost guaranteed that short trade is not going to survive. Okay? If you're auto trade, taking a long trade, is a survival trade. So if we have a same auto trade and your auto trade taking long, you're gonna get your money for today. If that auto trade taking short, you are in trouble. The same auto trade, the same optimization. What those traders told, because they want to get rid of those customers, they were told, do the optimization and you will be okay. That's a bunch of hogwash. Because if we are optimizing, here, there is an optimize here, 3 range ES, and is optimizing and is going long. And it's a very consistent auto trade and very consistent template on 3 range which I've been highlighting every single night. The same auto trade here on the 3 range, if it's taken short, is going to be losing trade. It's going to be losing trade. So we know exactly that trade is going to be a winning trade. And the rest of this market is going to follow. The gold goes the opposite direction of the ES. That's why you see the gold is going the opposite direction of the ES, and it is right in line. Another things also you can do, if you want to determine how you can to confirm your trend with the ES on the 1 minute, you put a chart 1 minute 30-year treasury bond. The 30-year treasury bond confirm your direction on the ES also. When you combine 1 minute ES, 1 minute 30-year treasury bond, they should work the opposite direction, and that can give you an indication if this market going into the secret in the trading is determine which direction this market is going. And when we are trading, we want to make sure there is no bumper ride in there. So let's go back. I don't want to talk about technical. I just want you to look at this ES visually, okay? Where you see all the support line, right there. So no matter where you take, yes sir, no matter where you take those trades, here or here or here, as long as you are long, you are in the right direction. Whether you are using ES3 range and you are using ES 1 minute, or if you are using anything you are using, let me give you an example on an ES reversal. Here is an ES reversal as well. It's going in the right direction. And now if we look at the ES reversal, start giving us a warning sign. Look. So this is something you can override the auto trade. Look, I mean, look, you see that? The reversal was in long trade, okay? And we have the ES on the precision auto trade. That's a total different auto trade. It's going long, and if you notice, the entry on that ES based on the Renko bar took the reversal, and they're gonna cross each other very soon. So now what we need to do, we need to determine how we can maximize our profit. Another things also you can do, if we look at the gold, now start giving you the reversal signal here on the gold, and you already have $800, $900 in there, then you can override and close the trade on it. It seems like I forgot to put trailing stop on the gold here. So another things also can help us. If we look at the ES, because we are in a trade right now, it's fine. But if you notice here, there is 2 yellow line If you are in a trade and the market entered this 2 yellow line, this is not those baby indicators, oversold, overbought, you know, double top, double bottom. This is not a baby indicator. This is different calculation. Once this market enter on these 2 yellow lines, or vice versa, if the market going down, you see right there, those are the dead areas. So once this market enter this area, you should not take in any more long trade. And if you are on an opening position, get ready to start closing down your trade, maximize your profit. You can override the auto trade. Sometimes if you can override your auto trade, you can get like maybe sometimes $200, sometimes $500, sometimes $1,000 more. Let's say on an average $200 more if we can maximize our profit on that trade, on one trade. If we can maximize the profit, override the auto trade, you know, for the ones they normally can't your auto trade do it because I get stressed? Yeah, well, if you get stressed, then it's not for you. I'm talking about people don't get stressed. If you want to maximize your trade and maximize your profit, once you get into this yellow line, this is a time to start consider closing position, maximize your profit. And then what we can do, as we see here, we have an institutional number right there at 45.79. This is the maximum you're gonna get on the ES for today, from now to 12 o'clock. It might go 1 bar below, 1 bar above. Sometimes we cannot pinpoint to the tick. Sometimes we do to the tick. But if we notice, now it is 10:34, and we can maximize our trade to the target 3. It is an institutional number, and it is between those 2 yellow lines. It is 45.79 and 75. Am I happy with that number? Once we close that number, don't even think about going back to the market. You're done. You close your computer. You go see your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. You can go play ball, whatever you want, and then buy flour, spend time with your children, stay away from trouble. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't. Wow, this is a beautiful trade on the gold, and it is done. So now we are maximizing here. Another things we can do, we can start taking that needle little bit up, because I want to close it, and it is time to reverse so we can secure some more of this money. If you don't want to close it, which I don't like to close the trade itself, if it's able to give me more money, it's fine. If it close here, I'm happy with it. So it is time to lock the profit to the max. And then once you do that, we are okay. And man, the gold was, wow, amazing. It was a beautiful trade. Anyway, closed, locked. You know, and look at this. I'm satisfied with that trade. I'm done for today. And as you see here, the market is between those 2 yellow lines. Target 3 is there. There is not much done left. You have picked up the peak of that trend for today, and you are done. What is left in the market is a bunch of losers looking at P&L and aware what's going on. And then those guys, they probably make $1,000 on an auto trade. And now they are going to give it all up again. They're going to give it all up again because they are not aware that you cannot keep trading. They are not aware of that. They think by keep trading, they're going to make another 1,000. Most likely, they're going to lose this 1,000 and they're going to lose another 1,000 because the spike for today is finished. Once this market came in between those two yellow lines, this is an institutional, is finished. Here's a CL, reversing again. If you have to look at this, it's about to close that trade, already the reversal picking up, that's fine. Once we hit the target 3, this is an institutional number, it's going to be profit taking, and it is finished. There is no use to sit down behind the screen all the time. And when you know what you are doing, let's say if you are auto trading on a higher time frame, a chart, an instrument, whether CL, ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and you have a different account, reversing the market, you understand what you're looking at in here. Question is on there is a lot of debate on the internet. Do auto trade work? And you can see there is a lot of debate there. People say yes, they do. Some people say no, they don't. After 27 years in the trading, we have a bunch of auto trades. No one can compete with us. What I find out, combine knowledge, a human knowledge, with auto trade, you will have success with the right trading. An auto trade by itself and close your eye is a matter of time before you hit disaster. Because today you can make 10,000, tomorrow the market is sideways, you lose 10,000. You're not stable trader. You don't have consistency. Immediately you see when a guy calls, how much you think I will make next month? Because he's buying kilo potatoes, you know. So how much is the kilo potato next month? Can anyone guess for me how much it will be? I don't know. So when a guy talks like that, he's treating the market like a potatoes, you know, underestimating the power and the risk in the market. He don't understand risk. He don't understand knowledge. He don't understand trading. All what he knows, he needs an auto trade so he can make money. If we look at this ES, as we said, target 3 is an institutional number. It is between those two yellow lines. The party is over. Whether you have optimized your auto trade or you did not optimize your auto trade, whether you are taking a manual trade or you're not taking a manual trade, the party is over and now you're gonna start losing money. Simple as that. And you cannot do anything about it. You're gonna start losing money. Target 3 hit. Target 3 hit on the ES. And once the target 3 hit and it is finished, there is no money to be made on any kind of auto trade. Any kind of auto trade. The things is the misleading, the most pathetic. When a guy is selling auto trade, he cannot trade paperback. He don't know how to teach you how to trade. He don't know how to analyze a chart. The message has been getting to those amateur traders that optimize. Once you know how to optimize, look at the profit factor and you should be fine. Jump out of a window. And the reality, and especially some of them, they tell you to go ahead and optimize on a ranker bar and get a profit factor 6 and 7. Those are fake numbers. They don't want to deal with newbies, because the newbies are disasters. You know, it's like you're adopting a new child. You know, they are disasters. They don't understand anything, and they argue. You know, based on the knowledge they have, but optimizing, because this is the message has been getting to those disaster traders, that once you optimize your auto trade, you should be fine and go ahead and jump out of a window. The reality is optimization on any kind of platform is not going to give you how much is the kilo potato next month. It's not going to give you what this auto trade will be making next month, because it depends on the market movement. And you've been misguided by those creepy people telling you there is a profit factor 100,000 and you are counting on 100,000. Nobody knows what is tomorrow hiding for us. Tomorrow the ES on this chart here can make 2,000 and can lose 10,000. This is a trading market. This is a future. This is a high risk place. You don't treat it like it's just potatoes and bananas, you know. So nobody knows. Optimization, it is giving you most likely what is the best time frame, what is most likely your trailing stop and your stop loss, and what is most likely is the time frame you can use it to build consistency on an auto trade in conjunction with a human brain. You cannot be trading future and space out somewhere. You cannot run a business, any kind of business, whether a bodega or a kiosk, without using your brain. You know, and the conjunction of knowledge and auto trade, machine with a human, that can bring consistency. In the last 15 years, the ones they brushed us off, and we said the same story as we say in it right now on YouTube. The one did not listen. We have not seen any success, whether with us or anyone else. We have not seen one success story by auto trading, build consistency, and not knowing knowledge about market. We don't want to teach you price action, but we need to understand what is moving, what is not moving, when the market is stuck. And as an example, when we were on webinar Monday, I was warning our traders that after Thanksgiving, all the market lose performance by 50%. We have one trader say, but we don't have a Thanksgiving, you know. So his knowledge is, I don't know how he got to connect the Thanksgiving to his country. Because he don't have a Thanksgiving in his country, he thinks the auto trade should work fine. That indicate telling you how this guy has zero knowledge about market and trading, because he thinks there is no Thanksgiving in his country. He should not be affected by the auto trade when he's auto trading. And that tells you how naive traders are sometimes. And there we go. We're about to close that position on the ES. And we're not going to go ahead and go for one more round on it. It is done. finished on the 3 range today. We nailed 3,350, and now it is 10:47. There is no use to mess with this area here. Why? Because it is in the critical area between those two yellow lines, and we don't know when it's going to turn back again. If you have the reversal auto trade on, maybe you will take a reversal auto trade. But I definitely will not take a trade with the trend anymore. So if we look at this chart here, because this market now is in this critical area, if I wanted to use an auto trade reversal, I can do that. I can use a reversal auto trade, and you can turn on the short only. You see that? Short only. So now this auto trade is gonna take short only. Oh, sorry. I'm used to the other one. Now the short is off. So no, we need to turn off the long off. And now what we do, we tell on this auto trade to start taking short trades only, because this is the top of today. This is the high of the day. And I don't want it, I don't feel comfortable to take a long trades in here anymore. If you take a long trade here by accident, you made 200, 2,000, 3,000, does not mean you are consistent. So once we see this market enter those two yellow lines, push a brake on taking a new trade long in this area here, because now your trades are in a very danger and your risk are extreme. If we still have a taste for a little round, I will turn on the reversal and say long off, short on, and I will wait till this market to start taking a dive. As you see here, I don't trust this market anymore to go long. I have a plenty warning on my chart telling me run. You know, maybe one time we need to do that instead saying daily target hit. Maybe we put a pretty picture instead saying daily target hit. A pretty picture, you know, choice of any kind of picture, and it says on it to flash run, you know. Maybe that will be good for those aggressive traders. Maybe in the future we'll do that. We will change it. We put a nice picture. You'll have an option to put some pictures in there. And then once you hit the target, it says on it run. Actually, the programmer, one time I was talking to him, and the programmer told me, you know, we can lock his auto trade, and once he hit the target, he cannot auto trade for 1 hour. I said, oh God, no, don't do that. Oh God, oh no. Because, you know, you think you're doing a favor, then you end up having a problem. So I said, no, don't do that. But maybe if we change, if you are single, maybe we put a pretty woman for you in there, and with a bathing suit telling you run. Or if you are a religious man, we can put some kind of picture of your religious in there and says run, you know, run, and then you run. So maybe that will get the trader's attention. Look now, if we notice here, now we don't believe in the trading with the trend, and as you see here, the reversal start taking a trade, and then we can take a reversal if you want to. Even if one of the reversal fell, let's say this reversal fell, it's gonna go higher, it's gonna reverse again. This is one thing about reversal. Sometimes you take a reversal, maybe the market have a little bit more life in it to go a couple more bars. But if we notice here, we know what we are doing. We took that trade. Even if this trade lose, okay? Look, even if this trade lose, you are trying to catch the trend from the top to the bottom and from the bottom to the top. You have no idea how powerful it is when you are catching the trend from all the way to from the top to the bottom. There is more money in the reversal if you know how to catch it from the top, or if you want to auto trade it from the top. And once this market start hammering down, sometimes you can nail $1,000, sometimes you nail $2,000, sometimes you get a banana, and welcome to trade and nothing you can do. Let's say if this trade, again, knowledge, let's say if this trade did go to my favor, where is my destination on that trade? If we look at the 1 minute chart, you can see the re-entry point long. The re-entry point long is 45.74. I don't do any drawing. The chart updates itself automatically. And here it is, this number here, 45.7475. This is the re-entry. So if this auto trade taking a trade and it go into my direction, I can nail to the 45.74 some of those trades, or I can close that trade, or I can close half of it. You make your own decision and you do it, or you leave one as a runner. But this market right now is finished. If we look at this ES, it's not doing anything. It's profit taken, did go 1 bar, confusing the traders. Now they are scared they're gonna miss the trend. They're gonna get on the wagon. They might get $100 trade, winning trade. They might get $200 winning trade, but they are playing with their life, because in here, you do not allow any auto trade or manual trade taking a trade in here anymore. It is time for reversal. And the higher the market goes, the higher the reversal position is going to be. Let's say you lost on this one here $200 and the market did go up. Once you catch the reversal on the higher number, you're going to gain those 200 on the way down immediately. So the things is with the reversal on the manual trade, what we do is totally different, which I have covered that on the YouTube before. When we try to reverse, because the money is in the reversal, we had one cute guy teaching a bunch of traders. He said there is no such a thing called reversal, because he was too naive leading traders. He said there's no such a thing called reversal. Because he don't know how to reverse does not mean there's no such things called reversal. Most of the money is made by reversal, not trading with the trend. Everyone is trading with the trend. The reversal for the advanced people. The reversal, you can catch the trend from the top to the bottom on one trade. And sometimes you have to close it on the mid-band. There's a lot of rules you have to understand about it. But when we are doing a manual reversal, what we do, we don't go like an auto trade. What we do on a main reversal, we take a position as an example. The first trade here, the second trade here, the third trade is a little bit higher. So if the market come and get us filled on the first trade, the market did go to our direction, we stop on one trade. If the market did go against us and we got filled on the second trade, now we got an average price, we can get out as soon as possible. If this market did go up to the high level, we get filled one more time and we are leveraging our price. And then what we do, we dump it all on the first exit. So The reversal, it is great, but you have to understand the rules with which we have done that on a YouTube a few months ago. I don't feel like want to recover that right now. We have too much on our plate. We are extremely busy, and I cannot do that. But I will again uh, after the Thanksgiving. I will go back on the YouTube, reveal a lot of secrets about reversal. As you see here, when those guys refuse to learn, and now they're taking their auto trade, taking a long trade, now they start losing ground. They start losing their profit for today. And as you see here, the ES sneak right under our nose, tick by tick. And how many times we have traded the ES manually, and we have seen the ES sneak right under our nose and change in direction in front of us, and we didn't notice. How many times this happened to any trader? So there we go. The ES, as we see right now, is sneaking right under our nose and start losing momentum, going down to this number here, right there, 4574. And this is where you can not just nail in the market trading with the trend, you can nail it on the way down as well. And then you bang on that, you close that position, and you say, I'm done for today. So this is where, once this market now, the auto trade, the break even, my job is done on that trade. If it makes $10 or it makes $20 or it makes $2,000, my job is done. My mission is to make sure this market here goes down a little bit farther down, a break even, and call it off for today. That's what is our mission. And let it rotten in hell. If you're gonna make one tick out of it, let it be one tick. Don't mess with it. Only if you want to close position, if you know what you are doing, you have to close position at 45.75, I can accept that. But for a guy don't have knowledge, don't mess with it. Break even, let it be. Go have a cappuccino, go have a coffee, go do your yard, go out, clean your car. The minute this auto trade, the break even, a plus one take, your job is done. Go out and do something else. Don't look at the P&L, because then the devil is going to start playing with your head. Don't do that. Just leave it alone. The minute you break even, go away from the damn computers, so you will not poke with it, So this is what you need to do. Train yourself to be disciplined, not being aggressive. Try to be a little bit smart. Try to understand when the trend is over and get it over with. And be smart about it, guys. Nobody was born trader. Nobody was born knows how to trade. And there is nothing wrong if you don't know. There is nothing wrong. We are here to help you, support you. We are come here and taking a lot of times from our private time and trying to be educating you here on the YouTube live for free. We're not collecting anything from you. Nothing wrong to be a newbie. But a newbie and don't listen, or you tell that guy one time, two times, and he's still stubborn, this is the ones are wrong. And then you ask him, how is it working for you? Oh, I'm not making any money. I need to optimize again. Oh, okay. Have you considered come into our webinar and learn? I don't have time. I get stressed. Okay, you get stressed, cash your money, go to Las Vegas. My wife make me do the dishes. Well, after you do your dishes, try to sit down for 10 minutes. So there is no, we've heard it all, we've heard it, all those reasons why he cannot look at the chart. But at the end of the day, he want money. Yeah, but the money does not come in a silver spoon, my friend. You gotta earn it. If anyone can buy an auto trade on Sunday and auto trade on Monday without looking at the market, you will not have a garbage man, you will not have a pizza man deliver pizza, because everyone is busy auto trading and everyone also on the cruise, happily living in a lolly land. That's not the way it is, my friend. It's not everyone buy auto trade and turn it on, he's on his way to heaven. If this is the idea you think, before you start changing your car, buy yourself a pack of diapers, put it under your chair, because this is not the way it works with the market. Despite all those people, they telling you make 50,000 in 1 month, 100,000 in 1 month. If you send him 99.95, he will give you the CD, show you the way to heaven. Really, what this guy has discovered where millions of people has not discovered for the last 30, 40 years. Seriously. Where this guy pop out from to show you secret about market, and he can use a new set of teeth, and so don't believe those guys, and in the early stages, I bought a lot of books many years ago. You read the book, oh man, I'm ready to kick some butts. And then you come in, back then it was no internet, on a signal, on a satellite. And then you start, and it was no E-mini, it was the big ES. And then everything you read in that book, you forget it. You forget it when you are trading, because the market comes in a different color every day, and so and here it is, you forget all of it when you are trading live, and then you start breaking your own rules when you are going live. And then they say, if this is what is all the CDs and the book, if yes, if, and when you hear if, means they got you lost. Because if you have a double top, if you have a double bottom, what is a double top? What happened to the triple top? What is overbought, oversold? What happened to the supply demand? If the CL is $30 and no buyers, what difference those make? So all those lollipops, training system, you put it in a junk. The best way, my friend, not paying anyone, including myself, to learn how to trade. If you can get it free, like here, open your eyes on a few points, do it for free. But you should not pay anyone to learn the market, not even $1. Or you should not pay for a trading room and let the guy call a trade for you. How many of you went to trading room? They claim they have made 100 tick on the ES, and you look at your PNL, you are done 100 tick. How many times? How about if this guy decide to jump out of a balcony and commit suicide? What will happen to you after 2 years from now, depending on this guy calling trade for you? How are you gonna do it if he jump out of a balcony tomorrow? He couldn't handle the pressure, he just jumped, The only way it is, try to develop your own trading. Look at whatever turn you on. 1 minute chart. Stay away from Renko bar, including my Renko bar. I'm not attacking anyone. Put 1 minute chart. Whatever turns you on that chart, 1 minute, do it. Whatever indicator makes you happy, do it. Whatever system gets you excited, do it. Look at it, turn on your sim, take 3 trades a day before you start your auto trade. Test your skill, how much knowledge you have. Turn it off after 3 days. Today, 3 trades end up in disaster. Fine, keep going. Keep going. Every day is a disaster. Keep going. Keep going. Then all of a sudden you start see breaking even. Then all of a sudden you start seeing money coming in. Once you start understand the rhythm of the market, you can auto trade. Optimization is a myth. Optimization is a myth. Just to tell you what is your stop loss and everything. It's not going to predict for you on a Friday you're going to eat potatoes or bananas. It's not. It's not going to tell you now at 11:08 the ES is going to be rejected from a certain line. It's not going to tell you this. It's not going to tell you that the market is going to be sideways or get stuck. It's not going to tell you that. You know, you still have to eyeball it. And if you don't eyeball it, you are in a total disaster planet. So do it yourself. Try to take every day 5 minutes, develop your own trading, take a sim, 3 trades. Disaster, it's fine, I will accept it. Disaster. Take a 3 trade on a sim for fun. Learn how to trade. Today you might go lose $1,000 on a sim. It's fine, I can accept that. On a sim, not live. Tomorrow, another 1,000. Day after tomorrow, another 1,000. Then the next week you start not losing 1,000. You start making maybe losing 500. Then after a week, 200. Now you are $200 plus. You start seeing improvement. Once you start reading the ES, you can start auto trading. You know, it's not a just wash machine. You just turn on the button and then it's okay. You know, you're going to be fine. No, you're not going to be fine. I keep saying and consistent the same story every single day because the amount of time and money has been lost in this market. It is overwhelming, the percentage of people ignoring the risk in the market. The percentage is very high, and it's not their fault. It's been misled by some marketing people. Cannot even trade a paperback, and they just want to get rid of you by telling you optimize, you'll be fine. Here's a couple recording. Don't call us, we call you. Good luck with your life. And that message has caused a lot of traders lose money. And so I hope we can put some common sense to those newbies. You're gonna go around, then you're gonna come back to us. Folks, I'm gonna take a break. I'll run out of steam. We're gonna give you something to look at. This is the automated signal. You will see here there is this column here give you the new signal, and all what you have to do when you see the new signal, you can follow those trades, or if you are trading on auto trade or manual trade, there is a 3 direction indicate which direction this market is going, And as an example, when you see this one here on the CL, there is two short and one long. This means you are in trouble in here. But when you see three in line, this means you are okay. So I'm trying to simplify that. So you can follow those signals, and we wish you the best on that. But it is time for me to take a break. Okay, break time. you.